Alabama House District 33 Representative Ben Robbins believes in the vital foundation that a quality education brings to our students. Ben Robbins, proud sponsor of our Star Student of the Month.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Hey, we welcome to our studio this morning Jacob Conaway. He's a fifth grader at Lincoln Elementary School. Jacob, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm well, hope you are this morning. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who's your family?
My family is Elena Conaway and my grandparents, Alan Conaway and Tawana Conaway.
Okay, where's your mom work?
She works at St. Vincent's.
Okay, all right. And you're in the fifth grade, right?
Yes, sir.
At Lincoln Elementary. So here we are 2/3 of the way through the school year. How's it been so far?
Pretty good.
Okay, good grades?
I say.
Okay, all right. What's some of the stuff y'all are studying this year?
We've done a lot of more complex math than we usually do, and we've got a gold grade test, and they're a lot harder than they were last year.
So you're on the math team, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
So how does that work?
So what it is you have like your team, and you have like, last year we had 3 because we didn't have as big a team, but this year we had 5 people on each team. You have 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like a little TV up, and you have 3 minutes to answer each question. You have your little computer, and your team has to work it out together, and then you got to decide an answer and submit it. The faster you submit it, the more points you get if you get it right.
A lot of pressure, right?
And the most people, the most points get first, second, and third.
Yeah.
And you have like a little live thing that shows you who got first, and then you take an individual test, and that's like who's like the winner out of your team.
Mm-hmm. So how's it been with you?
It's been pretty good. We won last year, and this year the other group won. So
Okay.
pretty good.
All right. We're talking with Jacob Conaway. He's a fifth grader at Lincoln Elementary School. And when you were younger, you took a trip to Universal Studios. You still remember that?
A little bit. I
Tell
think
me
so.
what you remember.
I remember being going on a tour bus with my aunt's band, Montford. I remember going there, and we rode a whole bunch of rides with my little cousin Nathaniel, and we rode a whole bunch of rides together. And there was like, I remember we went on a Simpsons ride, and it was like an alien. I remember we went on a Men in Black ride, and you like shot aliens, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I remember it being really fun.
That's something that you remember for sure. Now, you play a little football?
I've played for a long time.
Yeah.
It's the only sport I've ever played besides
Okay.
soccer. I played soccer when I was younger.
Okay. And you have an idol in professional football. Who is that?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Why?
Because I feel like I grew up with him, first of all, and second of all, he is a very nice person. He seems like a great guy, and his leadership skills and just all the things about him, and he's just an amazing player, and I always idoled him.
Do you remember when he was in college?
I do remember when he was in college,
Yeah.
and I remember I was sad when he cut off all his hair, because he
Yeah.
had the long dreads and stuff. I remember that.
Okay. So that makes your favorite team, I guess, the Eagles?
Yep. Because they also got Devontae Smith, which is another
Yeah.
Alabama player, so
I got you.
I've always liked him.
Jacob Conaway, 11 years old, fifth grader at Lincoln Elementary School. And so what else in school are y'all studying besides math this year?
We are doing math, reading. We had a little bit of science. We did science yesterday. We are doing this new thing, a PBL, and it is soda pop shop. And you have like your little group, and you get to pick one of your people, and then you get put 2 other people, and you get to make your own soda. And then your parents are going to open house after you make it. You gotta make make your commercial, and it's a whole bunch of fun stuff. And it's like only something you get to do in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So and then your parents get to come and try your soda that you make.
Yeah. You're one of the top readers too, right?
I think so. I was last year. Might not be this year.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
of my friends, Christian, he has 125 books. So.
Wow.
And I only have 89.
How many?
125.
Woo. Wow. So who's some of your teachers?
So my teachers are Miss Carpenter and Miss Curvin. We only switched 2 classes this year, so I switched back and forth. Miss Curvin is my math and science teacher, and Miss Carter is my writing and social studies and reading teacher.
Okay. What about some of your friends at school?
So my friends at school are my girlfriend Annalise, Corvin Garrett. He's one of my good friends. I've known him since last year. He came to school in 3rd grade, and he's been like my best friend since then.
Okay.
Parker, he's like one of my other friends. And then Christian, like I always told you, so.
All right.
And then Blaze, I met him in kindergarten. He's the first time he's in my class in the past 4 years, so.
All right. Jacob Conaway, 5th grader at Lincoln Elementary School. What's so special about going to Lincoln?
I think what's so special about going to Lincoln is it's the closest school in Talladega County to the Raceway. So our whole school is themed after the raceway, and I just enjoy being able to go around the school and seeing all the signs and those things and just enjoying myself.
Have you ever
It's
been
just
to the
always been
raceway?
good. I have been in the raceway. I said the Pledge of Allegiance at the raceway.
Really?
With Corvin. We went to the truck race, I think earlier this year.
Were you nervous?
I was pretty nervous.
I bet. You got through it though, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Who's been a positive influence in your life?
Positive influence in my life has been my grandparents and my mom. Like, they've just always made me a better person. There is like no me without them, because they've always been the people that I look up to and the people that just make me me.
Tell me about your relationship with your grandparents.
I've always had a really good relationship with my grandparents. They always keep me on the weekends because my mom works night shifts on the weekends. So I get to go stay with them during the weekends, and we always go do something. I go to car shows and motorcycle shows with my granddad.
Oh, really?
And then with my grandmother, we'll sit and talk sometimes and go to Walmart and do all the things.
Yeah.
So, and she'll tag along in those sometimes.
All right. You know, with grandparents, they lived in a different era than you lived in now,
Yes.
but they can teach you a lot of good things, right?
I can.
Yeah. So you got brothers and sisters?
I have half brothers and sisters.
Okay.
I have a few, but I only know like a couple of them. I
Okay.
know Philip John. I'm like the youngest of my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
I don't have any siblings on my mom's side. I have 3 cousins, Lila, Nathaniel, and Elliot. And they're like younger than me. I'm like 5 years older than my Nathaniel. He's 7. Lila's 3 and Elliot's 1. So I'm older than all of them. And then on my dad's side of the family, I'm the youngest by far. I think my brother's 18 or 19. So
Okay. You got any pets?
I have a pet. I used to have 5 pets. I used to have 3 cats and 2 dogs, but now I only have a cat, and she's my cat I've had forever. And her name's Gilla. She can be really annoying at times, but she's a nice cat.
Yeah. All right. Jacob Conaway, 5th grader at Lincoln Elementary School, and you like art?
I love art. My mom was very good at art, and I guess I've just taken it from her. I've always liked enjoying art class and stuff. Always enjoyed just making things, and it's just been something that I like to do. I have like a whole desk with a whole bunch of art supplies and stuff at it that I don't use that much. I used to use it a lot more, but
Yeah.
no, just occasionally I draw and stuff. But I've always liked to color, more with colored pencils. I don't really like crayons that much, but I'll color 5 crayons.
So, Jacob, what kind of young man do you want to become?
I want to become a person that everyone can rely on. Like, if you need something, you can rely on me. I want to be something that people look up to, and just someone that people can appreciate.
Yeah. Okay. You ever think about what you want to do when you get out of high school and stuff?
Yeah, I want to go to Alabama to play football.
Oh, really?
I went to Alabama, and I want to be drafted on the NFL, more on the Eagles than everybody else. But if I get drafted and get paid enough money,
You got high dreams, man.
yeah, I do.
Way to go. All right. What number you wear in football?
75.
Okay. So you're tackle or guard or what?
Everything, all of the above. Play everything on the offensive line, everything on the defensive line, all that stuff.
There you go. Flexible for sure. Jacob Conaway, 11-year-old 5th grader at Lincoln Elementary School. And what's this amazing shake deal? What is that?
The Amazing Shake is something that I did in 3rd grade. It's, I think, 2nd through 5th grade, and it's just, you go through a series of events, and it's like preparing you for like adult life and stuff like that. Like, I'm an ambassador, so it's helped me with that a lot. Like, you just get used to people, like different things. Like,
Yeah.
there's talking to people, there's shaking hands. You have to have a good handshake. That's like what your point is. And then you have like you have 3 different rounds, and then if you make it to the final round, it's like the gauntlet, and you have like 3 rounds in one, and then whoever gets the highest points gets 1st, 2nd, and 3rd again. And I won this in 3rd grade, and I wasn't in it last year, and this year I was in it again, but I didn't win.
Okay. All right. Well, keep up the good work, and you never know where life may take you. It sounds like you're. There's one thing for sure: you're not lost for words. You're a talker, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Jacob Conaway, 5th grader at Lincoln Elementary School, and one other thing before we go this morning. You said you had a girlfriend.
I do.
And her name is Annalise?
Burford. Yes.
Okay. So how did you meet her?
I met her from school. She came in 1st grade, and I had a really big crush on her. And then
First grade?
First grade.
Way to go.
And I asked her in 3rd grade, and she said no. Then she came back like 2 months later and said
man.
yes.
So 3rd grade, no, but when? 5th grade?
No, 3rd grade. She came back a couple months later and said yes.
All right. So you've been together ever since, right? Okay. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck. And keep up the good work in school. Get those grades up. Play football. And you'll end up playing maybe for the Eagles.
I hope so.
Or my beloved Cleveland Browns.
And if that don't work out, then I'll just do, I got 2nd at state in robotics. I did robotics this year.
Talk about that a little bit.
So it was tech team, and one of my favorite teachers, Miss Woodruff, she's been there ever since I was like little. I came there in kindergarten. She's been there ever since, and I've always really liked her, and I decided I was going to do tech team this year. And that's something I Annalise did for a couple of years, and I always thought it was cool, so I thought I would do it this year. And I did, and I got to around the first one, because this was the first year they had like one at the school, because we had so many people. So then you go to JSU. I got 2nd at JSU, and then you go to state, and then I got 2nd at state. So
wow.
it's my first year doing it. So if I don't do that, I'll just go to college for that probably
There
too.
you go. There you go. You got an ace in the hole right there, right?
I guess so.
All right. He's looking right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Jacob Conaway. He's 11 years old. He's a 5th grader at Lincoln Elementary School. Wants to end up in the NFL for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jacob Conaway is our star student of the month.